It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle Herzog.
Hello.
So we're recording here, and it's the nighttime. It's 10:36 at night, which is why I sound like maybe nothing's okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, Noelle, do you want to record now or tomorrow? And you were like, whatever you want. I was like, no, Noelle, you're the boss. You're like, okay, whatever you want. I was like, no, Noelle, you're the boss. You're like, let's record now. And I'm like, you're fired.
Pretty much. Because here's the thing. So then instead, this is what's going to happen. I wake up tomorrow. You're like, you're going to do everything in the world you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
like,
wait and wait and wait.
I'm going to be like, I have to organize my curtain collection.
Right. And then I'm going to wait and wait and wait. And then I'm going to wind up podcasting at the worst time of the day, probably.
Yeah.
When I could have been doing a million things. So it's like, let's fucking record tonight.
Yeah.
So
and I'm like, well, I have to shine my floors. How can I
Right.
shine my floors before I go out? I have to. Am I going to come home to dull floors?
That's the thing. You'd be like, I have to work my shift at UPS now. I got to go get gluten-free bagels. Like, I got all this stuff to do. And it's like, no. I'm not going to wait around. So, like, let's do this now.
Whatever, I fired you.
Well, guess what? It looks like you rehired me.
It's just that no one wanted to fill your position.
Yeah, because the show isn't good.
Oh.
It wasn't. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you something. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad for me because I watched it in an hour and 45 minutes. This had to be a record for you in watching this.
Okay, here's the problem.
I'm telling myself, she'll text me any minute to podcast.
Yeah, I'll text you.
Watching it at 5:30.
All right, well, first of all, you know, I had to eat a snack. Then I had to get another bottle of water. Then Adrian called me.
I knew it.
Tara called me. Then Mike called me. Then Tim called me.
Yeah.
Then Vinny called me. Then Robbie started texting me.
Yeah, I knew it.
And every time I said,
when people call me, I just don't answer.
You know what I did? I picked up and I was like, hey, I can't really talk because I'm watching 90 Day Fiance because I have to record it in like 5 minutes. And they're like, I'll let you go. And I'm like, no, I could talk for like 25 minutes. I know. And then I just took the next call and said the same thing. And then the next call and said the same thing.
Cause I'm like, at 5:30, you're like, I'm gonna refill my water. I'm gonna get my notebook and I'm gonna start.
Yeah. But then I forgot that I had to eat a piece of cheese.
And I'm just like, it can't go longer than this. Any minute now, she's gonna be texting me.
Yeah. But then, and then I was like, I have to send these forms out for work.
Lives. Since
I told you we were
going
to. Listen, Noelle, stop bringing our personal issues onto the podcast. If you guys want to hear about our personal issues, you know where to go. Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast, where we talk about all of our personal issues. We hash it out. We really hash it out. We just air out each other's dirty laundry, and Noelle gets fired many times a week. So go over there, patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. The other thing that you're going to get when you go to Patreon, you're going to get this podcast the day we record it if you join the elite level. Also, guess what?
What?
I just got off the phone with Vinny. We record Jersey Shore. We record Macaroni Rascals, Jersey Shore. We're on the Miami season 2 right now. And that's on Patreon at patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast.
Things are heating up in Miami.
Things are heating up. We're about to get the note.
I know. It's the craziest thing.
Oh my God. It's so funny. Something else that I want to say right before we start this. There's that video on TikTok where someone wrote out Paulie's monologue to Danielle on a cup of iced coffee.
Okay.
So, and they write it in black Sharpie, so you can't see it until they add the cream and they start stirring it. And the cream goes down as they have the audio of Paulie reading it.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
You stalked my whole life on the boardwalk.
Oh God. God bless me. It's summer.
God bless me. It's summer.
Oh, God, it's so good.
You said you weren't going to. I said I was going to call you.
Oh God, that's so funny. And you couldn't just let that happen. It's like I got to tell you, they just don't make shows like that anymore. That was actually reality TV gold for real.
Yeah, because it was real. Yes. TV.
Okay. 10:41. 10:41.
Guys, we might even have guests on the podcast. You don't know what's going to happen.
You would never know unless
There's
you listen.
no way to know. Anyway, this is episode 313 of 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. We are covering season 11, episode 2 of regular straight up 90 Day Fiance.
We've done 313 episodes of this.
Oh, patreon.com/trash talk podcast. It's right down there in the show notes. Anyway,
Wow.
yeah, 313 episodes only of this.
But that's what I'm saying. How do I still have a
here's the thing.
brain?
There's 313 episodes of this. There's
Yeah.
353 episodes of BS. There's 367 episodes of Teen Mom. And then
Yeah.
there's tons of bonus episodes.
I mean, we've covered a million things on
Over 100
Patreon.
episodes of Catfish Trash Talk.
Right. Recycled. I mean, 16 and pregnant. 90 Day Fiance quarantine. Is that a fucking fever dream? Right. The other way.
Sleeping on someone's.
But that's right. Darcy and Stacey were renting out of places with their boyfriends.
Oh God, that was so funny.
Yeah, that feels like a fever dream.
They were renting out like those motel rooms.
Yes.
God, that was so funny. All right. Well, we're jumping into the pool with my actual least favorite person, I think, on this episode, on this season.
She's not my least favorite, but I don't like her.
Okay. She's 37 from Mississippi. This is Stevie.
Right.
She's going to talk all about how she's going to throw up on this bridge. So she's going to show us how she has to bring a change of clothes because she's going to throw up all over herself.
But here's the thing. She winds up that was just an outfit she wants to put on in the airport for her man because that's the outfit she puts on later. Yeah. She didn't throw up on herself.
Right.
But it's like you could tell she's one of those girls that needs the attention. You don't just randomly sporadically vomit on the bridge for sport.
Okay. Also, there's a lot of weird things about her. She doesn't like to wear pants in the house because she likes to be comfortable.
Wow.
That's a novel idea. That's crazy.
I actually can't believe she falls asleep while eating.
Also, she's very OCD. She likes things to being put back in their place. Okay, first of all.
I know. It's such a pet peeve of mine.
OCD is not a descriptor.
I know, but Tracey, everyone thinks OCD just means you're clean.
I'm so OCD. That's not a real thing. You're so obsessive compulsive disorder.
Mm-hmm. You're so OCD.
Because you like to put things back.
Mm-hmm. I know. I have to tell you, it's something that really bothers me. I know.
That's not how it goes. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a mental disorder.
Yeah. Yes, it is. But people
saying.
don't. But they don't understand what it involves.
She also has night terrors, aka she has nightmares.
Wow.
She falls asleep eating. It's like, are you laying down in bed? What's happening here?
She's annoying. That's what it is. She's annoying and she wants the attention from her man. And I got to tell you, I like her man.
Ooh, okay. So Marty comes.
Yeah. Why, you don't like him? He's so nice.
Oh, wow. Okay. So she drives 2 hours to New Orleans and they're going to spend, they've only been together for 1 week in person.
Right.
And she's saying that he had like a really good life in Iran and now he can't go back.
That is a wild decision to make.
Yes. Okay. So now she changes in the bathroom at the airport. She's like, I got to put this shirt on.
Yeah. I got to put on my extra vomit
Here's
shirt.
the thing. It wasn't a vomit shirt. It was the shirt before the shirt.
Yeah. That's all it was. It was like, let me wear the sweatshirt in the car and then my fancy satin shirt for my man.
Okay. So she goes in the bathroom and changes and comes out. The only thing she has is a tiny little Louis Vuitton sling bag.
Oh, interesting.
Where's your sweatshirt?
She left it there.
You threw it in the garbage?
Yep.
It's covered in vomit?
Well, yeah, you're right. She didn't leave it there because she wore it in the hotel later.
Did you have the cameraman hold your sweatshirt?
Probably. So she could wear her Louis.
No. I got to tell you, no, that shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, I don't know. What shouldn't be allowed is this shirt that she put on.
I mean, that's really the least of her problems. So he said that he likes to say that he's Persian because it sounds better.
Right.
Okay. I know that you like him. I didn't know that.
Why don't you like him?
There's something off about him.
No, honestly, I have to tell you the truth. I feel like he's traumatized. He is acting like he came from a very bad place and he is like sensory overload. Like I cannot believe
I felt like his eyes weren't focusing.
No, to me it seemed like he was like sensory overload. I can't believe people have joy here.
Right.
Like it seemed like he was very traumatized. I see what you're saying. It's almost like he took a Xanax. I see what you're saying, But I don't think that. I think that he has some real trauma, this
All
guy.
right. Well, that is definitely a different perspective. He also kind of like mentions that he wants the opportunity in the United States.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. She's bringing him from Iran
Right.
to New Orleans.
Yes.
It's
Mhm.
like, that's not what America's like.
Okay, I get that because everyone on this show, when they come to America, they think they're coming to a place like New Orleans, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they wind up in like Wyoming, like
Right.
this other lady.
Right.
Right. I
It's
know.
like, this isn't, this isn't real life.
No, I know. Of
He's
course.
like, every day there's parades in the street. It's like, no.
just beads everywhere.
Look at Juan. Look at the
Right.
situation Juan's in.
Oh,
It's not
God.
the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so also she's like, listen, you're not gonna fit in my car. Don't worry, we'll buy a new one. What?
That's what I'm saying. There's something wrong with her.
Yeah, I know. You know how I know? Because the way her father reacted to her.
Also, tell us about your marriage. You just got out of a marriage, your dad said, and
Yeah.
we just never touch
I know.
on
It's
that
like,
again.
no. We're gonna touch on it. Because if
Right.
not, I'm gonna call her father.
Yeah, we have to touch on it.
You're not gonna fit in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we'll get a new one.
Yeah.
You're not gonna fit in the car. You have a regular car.
He's also not that much taller than you. I have to tell you, I looked at the height difference between you guys.
But it's a car.
He's not going to fit.
Wow.
That's how tall he is, I guess.
That's how small the car is. It's like you don't drive a Mini Cooper.
I know. She wants to make him feel good, I guess.
So she's gonna get a new car?
Yeah, maybe it's a rental. Could be a rental. Who knows?
All right. So he's talking about the differences between Iran and the US.
Sure.
Okay, but he's talking about the differences between Iran and New Orleans.
Well, yes, that's true. That is true too. And they go to a hotel, and he's basically like, "This is the first time I'm seeing the flag fly, not on fire."
Okay, why was that almost funny though?
No, I know, but this is what I'm saying. Like, he's been through a lot.
Yeah.
Like, they really think he's been
He's
through
like,
a
I've
lot.
never seen an American with their head not cut
Right.
off.
I've never seen
What?
people smile before.
What?
Like, he was saying,
He's like, I've never had food prepared by an American that wasn't poisoned.
he was saying that, like, if where he's from, if they find out
That you're
that
gonna have
there's
a
going to
party.
be a party
Yeah.
that isn't like segregated
Mhm.
between men and women,
Mhm.
you're like all going to jail.
Honestly, that is the world I want to live in.
That is not the world I want to live in. But
Just the
also-
segregation from men and women.
But this is why, no, fuck that. I do not want that. But also, this is why I'm telling you, he's been through a lot.
Well, he had to go to Turkey to get the visa, the same exact place that Sarper had to go for his
Yeah. Interesting.
because they have no embassy, because the embassy got lit on fire.
And now
I
it's a
guess.
museum. He said now it's a museum.
He said that if he could get arrested if he goes back to Iran.
I know. I feel bad because he's crying, and it's like, you actually don't know if you're actually ever going to see your family again. That's crazy, though.
And then he's like, if I wanted to go back, would you let me? And it's like, let you go.
Okay. But have you not noticed on this show, every woman on here is very controlling, so controlling that the men aren't even allowed to work? Of course he's going to ask her that, because she's probably in, just like Kim, just like every other
Here's
woman
the
on
thing.
this show.
I'll just feed you a meal, let you fall asleep and leave.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying the theme of this show is controlling women.
Yes. All right. Well, moving on. Speaking of, let's talk about Sarper and Shekinah.
You know,
Did
the
you
more
look
I-
at the contour?
Yeah, I didn't notice it. I have to tell
Look in
you.
the even in the when they show the two of them as
Yeah.
a couple,
Mhm.
the contour is just Sharpie marker.
The picture that I posted today, truly, they look like robots. They look like AI.
Yes.
It's the
Yes.
craziest thing.
Yes.
And I got to tell you, watching this, I'm like, was he really ever like a mean playboy? Because he's just like a silly goose.
He is a goose.
I can't imagine him being like a mean guy to girls.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, he pretends that they said no.
Oh my God. They said it would be unfair to American guys.
I got to tell you, I would have kicked him in the head. I would have been like, you know what? Now you're going to stay here. You want to lie to
Because
me?
he's
I am
too
sitting here with like such
handsome.
bad anxiety.
I think that's so funny. He's like, no, they said it wouldn't be fair to American guys because I'm too handsome. I LOL'd.
All right. Well, he has to tell his family. He said he tried to be really cute in the interview.
They're like, what do you do for a living? And what do you say? He's a full-time narcissist?
So he has to go tell his family. So they're driving to go see his family.
Yeah.
They are dressed like Danny
Motley
Zuko
Crue.
and Sandy.
I'm watching this and I'm like, okay.
They're like Ken and Barbie.
This is like a Poison video. She thinks she's Bret Michaels with
She
this hair covering. Like, what is this? He's got a cut off denim shirt. It's just the silliest thing ever. And it's like, where are you going?
She's playing bass guitar for Bruce Springsteen.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
It's that guy from The Sopranos.
Silvio. That's so funny. I know every time I see him, I'm like, Silvio? Really? You're in the E Street Band? It's the weirdest thing.
They're like Barbie and Ken. So
they are really, she reminds me so much of Tiger Lily. She just really,
yeah, she's off.
Yeah, she's off.
Well, they're both scared, but she's scared that her parents won't let him go because they're 70 years old, they're getting older. They get to his parents' house. Good thing his parents like her because she is wearing the same nightie that I bought when we went to North Carolina in Walmart.
I remember that nightie, first of all. I remember that day. But like, Tracey, I was thinking while I was watching this, I'm like, Matt would murder me if I went to his parents' house dressed like
But that's
this.
the thing. I think they're just used to her.
Yeah, and I have to say they're so nice.
They are very nice.
Yeah, they really are so nice.
They're
I love
very
that his
nice.
mother has on 35 gold chains.
His mother has on every single eyeliner.
Yeah, every eyeliner, every gold chain.
Yes. Oh, she has all the wealth of turkey around her neck.
She really does.
She has that. She puts the gold in oven gold.
She has that turkey glow. She really does. She has that
Do you think that's what they meant when they named it oven gold turkey?
Right. Maybe. Yum. I love oven gold.
Well, here's the thing. Our friend Eddie told us that there's elite turkey at ShopRite.
Tracey, ever since you brought it up, I'm like, what is
we
this?
have to ask him more about this.
I have questions.
He's like, do you want to come to ShopRite with me? I have to get turkey for my kids. He's like, excuse me, can I have a pound of elite? I'm like, what? That's the tier. That's the best tier on my Patreon.
It's like, how did he even discover that this
do you get the turkey the day it's recorded? Sometimes up to a week early.
Can you believe it? Just right after it's aired?
Wow.
Up to a week
crazy.
early.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. So he's like, listen, just pretend I'm going on vacation for 3 months. They're like, okay, you're only gonna be gone for 3 months. He's like, no, I mean a lot longer than that.
It's so true though. And every time his dad would say something, he was like, no, I don't know how many months, Dad. So many months it would be.
So he said he's keeping his apartment and his car. And they
Don't
also
let Shekinah hear that. I feel like she will flip out.
maybe you should have said that in like the other
Yeah,
language.
I know.
Just
I
saying,
think
like,
she'll flip out.
all right. So and also his parents can't come to the wedding because of the visa thing. Okay. This is, how I love maps.
Yeah.
Okay. Something else that I would like
Uh-huh.
is a list of the countries
Mm-hmm.
and how
long the flights are. Oh,
No. Well, yeah, that's actually
that would be a
too.
pretty good list. Yeah.
A list of the countries and what the process is to get a visa to just come visit the United States.
That'd be great.
right.
Because I got to tell you, when I was watching this, I realized how often I Google. I'm like, how long is the flight from JFK to Uzbekistan? Whatever. I'm always Googling this because I need to know. And while I was watching this, Matt just happened to come in the room and he's like, why can't his parents go to the wedding? I'm like, well, they need a visa. He's like, no, they don't. I'm like, they just do though. Like they actually just do. And
But that's what I'm saying.
He's like, really? Like, how long would it take? I was like, I don't know, but apparently longer than 3 months.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's confusing.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
just so confusing.
Because I don't know if every country you need a visa.
I need the chart.
Yeah, I would like a visa chart.
Michael Good is a comic in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a joke the other day about how Shaquille O'Neal, there's like this show at halftime or whatever on the basketball games. I don't know. And they were like, something about he wants to take a flight to the moon. And they were like, oh, how long do you think the flight to the moon would be? And he's like, I don't know, 11 hours. And they were like, oh, how come? And he's like, well, because a flight from here to LA, because they were in Atlanta, a flight from here to LA is like 5 hours.
Yeah.
He's like, but I could see the moon from here. He's like, so it can't be like more than that.
That's funny.
Yeah, I thought that was like a
That's
pretty
interesting. Yeah.
right, but I was like, okay, yeah, I'm
I
following
could see
that.
where you're going with that. Yeah.
Right. And then he was like, oh, but it turns out that during the break they like fact checked it
Uh,
and a flight to the moon is 3 days.
for one airplane flight, where would they get
I
gas?
guess one spaceship
Oh,
flight.
that's crazy.
Now here's the thing. And so Michael got
Yeah.
off stage and I was like, Michael, your joke, like, it's not that funny because I agree with Shaq. Like, why are you making fun of Shaq? I'm like, you can see the moon. I think I could walk to the moon,
Yeah, you can't.
but it seems like you could.
I
I'm like, I wouldn't even
guess.
say 11 hours. I'd be like, I don't know, 45 minutes.
Right, like I could see the moon. I can't see California.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like, what could I see? I could see the pizzeria on my corner and I could just walk there.
Interesting.
Like, I don't think it's that far.
It is though,
And
unfortunately.
he's like, yeah, I guess that's a really good point.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's not that far. The moon is not that far. Like, it doesn't look that far. I mean, it is that far.
It is.
Would never want to be on a 3-day flight. I'd rather just go to Thailand.
3-day flight. Could
And then you
imagine?
get there and you can't get off the plane.
Right. So what's the point? And then
Unless
3
you have
days
your
down.
spacesuit with your umbilical cord.
Right. And what if it snaps?
Then you just live on the moon.
Then you just float around until you run out of oxygen. You know what's so scary is what I've heard that like astronauts who that's happened to, they cut off contact with them. Isn't that's the shit my nightmares are made of. I lay in bed and think about
Well,
this
because
stuff.
they're like, you know what? Let's not even.
Yeah, because they're like, there's nothing.
It's like
we
how
can do
you
for
kill a
them.
mouse on a glue trap.
Yeah, I guess because there's nothing they could do for them. They just cut off contact with them. Could you die? I feel like Stevie on a bridge right now.
Oh my God, go change your shirt. Go change your spacesuit.
Scary shit.
Okay, well, you know what? I was wondering if I could go to sleep tonight, but now I know I can't, so that's good.
I'll be up.
Great, call me. Great. Anyway, all right, back to him being on vacation for 3
Yeah.
months. Okay. So they can't come to the wedding, and he said that if he would have gotten denied the visa, he would have just broken up with her because he's not doing any more long. Hey, Sarper, no one's actually asking you these questions, so like maybe
Yeah,
shush,
I
shush,
know.
shush.
And the thing is, his narc cousin next week is gonna be like, "Hey, Shekinah, do you know he's not
Did you
selling
catch
his
that?
car?"
I don't know if you caught that when he was talking to my aunt and uncle, but he said he's coming back immediately, if not sooner.
Yeah, definitely, he can't stay there.
Also, he just looks just like his mother.
He does.
I'm just saying that was just an
Yeah.
observation.
Mhm, he
All right,
does.
so we meet Greg. He's 35. He's from Long Island.
This
Okay.
fucking guy.
Automatically, I hate him.
I hate him.
Okay. Do we hate him for the same reason?
Why do you hate him?
I hate him because he got dough on his head and he mixed it back into the batch.
Tracy? I'm looking at this and he's like, "Oh, did it get in my hair?" He takes it off and puts it back in the batch.
It's
And
like,
I'm like, you're bringing Tupperwares of bread to people's houses and you don't know if one of them is your forehead dough?
forehead bread. That's a different kind of
Gross.
sourdough.
Gross.
He's like, it's a culture.
that is not.
It's from San Francisco.
There was a girl who made a loaf of bread from her yeast infection.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know all
And
about
that's
these
what
things.
this makes
Here's
me
the
think
thing.
of.
We're not going to talk about. You've upset me so much. You remember when I fired you when you made the executive decision to record tonight? I should have kept that in place.
Well, okay. I also hate this guy for his comb over. I do hate him for that.
Yeah, there's a
also.
lot of things that I don't like him about, but mostly the head dough.
Definitely the head dough, but there is a lot of things I don't like him
Okay.
for about. I really don't like him.
So he's an Italian baker, but he's not.
No,
Don't worry.
He's unemployed.
Don't worry, he's not. So
Yeah.
he said that a few years ago he lost 200 pounds, and he said he wants to, quote, make a bakery.
Tracy, what does that mean exactly?
He's not sure if he has ADHD or if he's lazy. Guess what? Both of them not good.
Yeah. And two things can be true at once.
All right, so he's with Joan. Oh, yeah, right, Joan. He's with Joan. She's from Uganda,
Hmm.
and she has a really nice butt. That's why he likes her.
Yeah, her butt. And he was on a
Side note.
Oh, yeah.
Butt's pretty good.
No, her butt's pretty good. She's pretty hot.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I
He
know.
wasn't kidding. Like, it was an inappropriate comment, but also like a very true
I
comment.
thought the same
Also,
thing.
if I was Joan and he didn't mention my butt, I'd be like, you couldn't even said anything about my butt.
Yeah, of course, me too.
So like nothing. So like I have this butt and then like you don't mention it.
No, her butt's great.
Yeah, I'd be like, you have to mention that.
Oh.
Contractually obligated to mention it. So he had fallen asleep on a flight.
On someone's shoulder.
What another reason for me to hate you?
But that's what I mean. There's so many reasons.
He made friends with the man he slept with.
They talked for 6.5 hours. If someone spoke to me for 6.5 hours
Noelle.
on a flight, I would jump out the window.
This is another reason I don't like you. I would be like,
Agreed.
we have to, can you pull the plane over?
Yeah, right.
This doughhead keeps talking to me.
Oh, fuck this guy. Yeah, I can't deal with him. But then the guy's like, oh, I have a safari company. Come to Uganda.
Yeah, he's like, I make safaris.
And he
We
goes.
manufacture safaris.
You know, and it's so crazy. He's like, yeah, sure. I would be like, I don't know, man. I'm not really sure. I don't know this guy very well.
He's like, I do. I talked to him the whole time.
That's true. And he went.
He's like, he asked me to stop talking to him 7 times, and I did not. Even
I just
stop.
kept sleeping and talking.
So he went to Uganda, and you know, he met Joan, and he told her all about his weight loss journey.
Great. That's
There
exactly
is
what I
no
want to talk about.
journey that I want to hear about less than a weight loss journey.
Me too. I actually don't want to hear anything about it.
What journey would you like to hear? I'd rather talk about your boss babe journey.
Oh God, I don't want to hear about your wine mom journey. I
Your
don't want to.
motherhood journey.
God,
I don't want to hear about any of you. Anything that you call a journey, I'm out.
No, I don't want to hear about any of it.
Well, apparently Joan did because she found him on Instagram.
A year and a half later.
She was probably like, I'm so bored. I'm so bored and I can't stop thinking about these astronauts.
Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
She's like,
Oh,
why should I
God.
waste this butt?
It's crazy. I can't. It's like, I don't even think she's a scammer either. What does she want?
I don't
This
know.
is her dream, man?
Here's the thing. I don't know what she wants, but she's not getting it.
Yeah, agreed.
So he went there and proposed to her, as you do. Also, he
Yes.
has road rage. Cool, bro.
Yeah, great. Wow, you have road rage. Okay. Where he, very specifically, I'm like, where does this guy live in Long Island? Where he was driving when Matt and I go to Whole Foods, the opposite way of the way you and I go, because this is Southern state oriented.
Uh-huh.
Where he pulled out, it was these particular set of townhouses that are there, and I saw them.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like, is it like a Garden
Suffolk.
City? Oh, well, where he was, it was Garden City.
He lives in Suffolk. He lives in Islip.
Surely.
I mean, it's not Shirley.
Yeah.
He said that the average home
Oh, please, Tracey.
costs $400,000 to $500,000.
Okay. Okay, sure it does. Also, he says so then they'll have to be living with his mom for a year or two until he can afford a house.
Okay, and he also said that if he moves out,
Mm-hmm.
hold on, I wrote it. If he had an apartment, it would drain his bank account immediately. What does that tell you about his bank account?
That he has no income. That's
He has
what it tells me.
$1,500 in a savings account.
Yeah, and he has no income. Right, but and
Immediately.
so he thinks in 1 year he's going to save for a house? Okay. In
400.
right. In maybe in Dry Ridge, Kentucky, where my mother lives, a house is $400,000. But even if it was that much here, you're going to save for that in 1 year? You don't have one doll hair to your name.
Let's talk a little bit more about him. He lives with his mom, who is a, quote, huge cock block.
Her name is Lucille. Of course it is. She's making him chicken cutlets. Her lipstick is so far beyond her lips.
Her lip liner's on her chin.
It's the craziest thing.
She didn't even try.
That's what I'm saying. I'm watching this and I'm like, girl.
There was no mirror involved in this application.
No, she was just doing it william-nilliam.
Okay, well, you know what? That's where you got to say that. So the producers could hold Stevie's sweatshirt, but they can't tell Lucille
No,
that she's lined her chin.
it's very bad. Her chin and her nose.
Where
It's very
where
bad.
do the lines blur?
The lip lines are blurred.
I was gonna say, no pun intended. She does his laundry.
She cleans his room.
She cleans his room. She cleans the bathroom. She takes out the garbage. She does all the dishes. She goes, but he would help me.
He would. And he doesn't pay rent.
He doesn't pay rent. They also have a full chicken coop.
Mm-hmm.
I like
That's
that.
cool.
And they
That's
have
kind of
dogs.
cool. Yeah.
And she said that he's really naive. You raised him. Lucille, what did
Yeah.
you do?
You raised him. What did you do? Has
You
he
made a
always lived
big
here or did
mistake.
he fail and come back?
No, he's always lived
I
there.
think
Come
he's
on.
always lived there. Yeah.
He's going to be very uncomfortable with him and Joan there.
So she's like, can Joan sleep in a separate room or the futon?
She's like, we have a futon. He goes, what room would she sleep in? And she goes, we have a futon. I don't even think there is a separate room. I think she means
No.
like in the living room.
Yeah, in the hall.
Yeah. So they have this fake conversation about how she shouldn't sleep in bed with him moments before she arrives.
Blah, blah. Right.
She's in the air and she's like, oh, we should talk about this.
Yeah, like they've never spoken about it before.
Right.
Mhm.
So now he also cosplays as a plumber, dishwasher repairman.
Please.
He's like, hi, Laura.
And now
I'm
Laura's going to
here.
ask all the questions.
Right. Because he has no friends.
Because he has no friends. So Laura has to ask all the pressing questions.
He's like, looks like your toilet bowl's backing up into your dishwasher.
Yum. Great.
Plumbing. He dabbles in plumbing.
He dabbles in plumbing. Also,
Okay. I also love
yeah.
okay, so you know how like this guy Tony D, he's a comic, right? And he has an Instagram. I do some shows with him sometimes with Vinny.
Mhm.
And his videos are like he's like a construction guy in like most of his videos. You remember he did that
Oh,
sanitation
yeah,
one?
yeah. Uh-huh.
He does this video where he's like a construction worker, like he's a contractor, and he's giving estimates. And he goes in someone's house and he's like, "Oh, this molding." He's like, "Who did this before me?" He's like, "The guy that did this before me like screwed everything up. It's gonna be $100,000 for me to replace this because
Yes.
the guy screwed everything up." It's like
Mhm.
that's what every single contractor
It's
says about
so
everything,
true.
and then they're like, "Don't worry, I'll fix it for 50 grand."
Mhm. Oh my God, it's so true.
He's like, "Who did this originally?"
Mhm.
It's like, well, I'll tell you who's not fixing it after
And
the
it's
fact,
you,
and it's you.
and it's
So it doesn't
you.
matter. Go ahead.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No, I was saying he was basically saying how Joan is very successful
Right.
where she is, and she does well for herself. So that's
Right.
why I'm like, why is she coming here then to poverty?
Right.
It's like she works for a nonprofit. She has her bachelor degree. Like she does well for herself. So it's like it sounds like she's really established there. So it's kind of
Okay.
like she must love this guy.
Or
Yeah.
he didn't explain her situation.
Well, that's what it is. I think he didn't explain.
He's
the
probably like,
situation.
listen, I make
Who
a
do you think
bakery.
sponsored her?
His mom,
Uh,
probably Lucille and the chickens.
uh,
She's like, I have a farm. I'm a farmer.
he probably told her he has a bakery or a baking business.
He said he could quit. He's like, hey, Joan, listen, I make a bakery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I went to Laura's house one time and fixed her dishwasher. So I guess that makes me a plumber. Like, I guess a master plumber.
I'm a master plumber and a master baker. I'm a pastry chef, if you will. This fucking guy.
He's like, I run actually like a farm to table situation.
This guy is a loser.
He's like, we'll always have eggs. Don't worry. So, she can't work until she gets her green card.
Right.
So what's your excuse, Greg? Are you also waiting for your
Are
green
you waiting
card?
for your green card? Right. But that's what I mean. He's basically like that. He never put much thought into a career and never took it seriously.
Yeah, he just like will figure it out like whenevs, you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh. How's
Greg?
that working out for you?
Greg,
Mm-hmm.
you're 35.
Yeah, I think you could have figured this out earlier.
I blame Lucille.
Oh, so do I. So do I. Also, it's like I would like to know more about him. Are there siblings? Dad? Where is everybody? Is it
No, he's an
always
only
just
child,
you
I
and your
think.
mom? Is it? I don't know. They never talked
I
about
just made
it.
that up, but I think that's true.
I could see it.
Let's move on to Mark Baby
My
Gates.
favorite couple. My favorite couple.
Baby Gates
By
Mark.
far my favorite couple. I have to tell you, I watch him and I'm like, I am very seasoned with pilots.
Yeah.
This is every pilot I've ever met in my whole life. They all have the same attitude. This is my stepfather.
And they have the same bachelor pad too.
No, they do. Every fucking pilot I know
Yes.
is this guy.
A pilot's a pilot's a pilot's a pilot.
Yes.
I know. All right. So he's 58 in New Hampshire, and he's going to pick them up from the Boston airport and fly them in his single engine prop plane.
So this is why, because I'm like, this is what my stepfather would do. He would be like, to impress someone. This is what he used to do to my mom when he would like woo my mother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's like, he's like, on
oh,
my
11 make a wish.
Okay, let's make a wish.
Okay.
I wish that Mark didn't go pick up his baby
Uh-huh.
and try to kill it.
I love this baby.
She's cute.
She's so cute.
So his girlfriend, fiance.
Yeah, Mina.
Mina is 34. She's from Paris. I love that when she was self-taping in the airport, she filtered them.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, she did. I thought she looked very different.
Yeah, she did look very different. So we meet Maria.
She's so cute.
Maria. She said that she likes Mark because he gave her a family.
Well, she met several men who could give her anything she wanted and treat her like a princess.
Well, guess what? Guess what he didn't give you? He didn't give you the joy of bringing Clayton, your 9-year-old son, here.
I know.
And
but
you know what, Mina?
Feel bad about it.
You know what, Mina? You don't seem to feel too bad because you left.
Well, so that's the thing. The point is you left. He says that she left Clayton with a family friend. She says she left Clayton with her sister. That's a lie.
That is a lie.
That is a lie. That is a family friend sister.
The test has determined that is a lie. That's your god sister.
Yeah, I have a bridge to sell you if you believe that.
So she's leaving him there until he gets his passport. She said that she's so sad that she had to leave Clayton, but she didn't have a choice.
I think she doesn't know when had a choice.
She doesn't know when his passport's going to be ready.
I got to tell you though, oh God, I could listen to her speak French all day. I could listen to her talk all day. I love the way French sounds.
Well,
it's
I
beautiful.
guess she likes the sound of her own voice too, because she is talking about how like her son, my son. You had a choice.
Yeah, and you left him.
You also didn't get his passport.
Well, so that's the thing. And it's like I don't know. He said that it was different for the kid, whatever.
Go to CVS. Get his passport pictures.
My ex-boyfriend takes the passport pictures. I wonder if he still does it. No, I think he works at Home Goods now.
May he rest in peace.
Fuck that guy.
And then, I mean, she makes her 9-year-old son feel so bad.
Yeah. Oh my God. I know, like that she favors
that
Maria.
He said, quote, I hope you come back for me. Maybe you prefer Maria. How polite. What a polite way. I've never said that to my mother. Maybe you prefer my brother.
No.
I just say, you love him more.
Yeah, you love him more.
He's like, it's okay, Mama.
Oh God, it's
Maybe
so true. The French are so polite.
Mama. Mommy.
Oh God.
All right, I don't know what's happening here.
Something bad.
Also,
yeah.
Speaking of accents.
Yeah.
Mark speaks broken English to her with an accent.
Interesting. I feel like I wasn't even paying attention to
that.
that.
Wait until you pay attention.
I watched the baby run into his arms and I actually thought that was really cute.
I mean, it's fine. Whatever. Who cares? Listen, here's the thing. They're going to have another one. They're going to throw this one in the garbage.
Yeah.
Just like they threw Clayton in the garbage.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so he said that
so far she's good at faking it with him, though. She acts like she likes him.
Sure. It's not real. He also said his family is complete. Clayton's like, oh, okay, cool.
Poor Clayton.
He's like, no, it's cool. I'm going to be here with Aunt's sister, Mom.
Stay there, Mama. Everything's fine.
Don't worry, my mother. Maybe you prefer.
Oh, poor Clayton.
All right. Also,
yeah.
You know how you're like a pilot's a pilot's a pilot?
Yeah.
Transition lenses, they love them.
Ain't this the fucking truth? They love cell phone clips.
They love cell phone clips, transition lenses, scotch.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, I love that he was leaning on the wing when she comes out. It's like, get a life.
It's like, what are you going to wear a scarf that's like blowing in the wind and a flight jacket with your goggles on?
Pretty much.
Jerk. All right, Snoopy.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's so funny because I buy my stepfather all types of Snoopy stuff all the time. Pilot Snoopy. The Red Baron.
She said that the house is too big. I don't think you're telling the truth.
I don't know, man. I would like a full tour of the house if that's the way you feel. Every room is painted a different color.
He He's like, this is Clayton's room.
You mean Jordan's room?
He's like, I mean, I haven't done anything to it. It's just pictures of me and my real family.
But that's okay. So this is Maria's room. This is Clayton's room. Not one thing is in there for the kids.
No, it's just
Nothing.
no. It's like a grown-up
There's
bed.
not even a crib in there for Maria.
Maria's like, hey?
Hello? I could just roll off this bed. I can't believe it. And then
Yeah.
Nina's like, hello.
He's like, maybe you could bring one of those
wife.
gates from the downstairs.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. She's like, is that my real mom? He's like, no, that's my ex-wife.
The house is nice. I would like to really see more though.
It's fine. She wants
Yeah.
to change the style. She wants to change the style by moving out of the house into the city.
Yeah, she's not interested in this, like at all. And she said if she had a chance to leave tomorrow, she would do it with no regrets or hesitations.
Where are you going?
Way to be honest. Where are you going, to the city in New Hampshire?
What is he gonna bring his city plane?
What are you doing?
Is he gonna park his plane in front of your OWAP?
Well, what are you looking to do?
Where are you go? What do you need to do day to day?
What do you need to do
You
in the city?
you have a 1-year-old. You want to get pregnant again, and you have a renegade 9-year-old.
Right.
What are you doing?
What do you need to do?
What do you need to do? What do you need to get your nails done?
That's what I'm curious about.
You need to do what, your city bidding?
Yeah, city living.
It's like, let the kid run up and down the runway.
That's the thing. It's like it could go dig and play.
I love digging.
I love playing.
You know I love digging holes.
Don't go to the beach with her.
If you dig deep enough, water is underneath the sand.
I know. I know that excites you very much.
I love
She is
it.
a water baby.
I'm a water baby. I like to dig holes in dirt.
She does. She likes to dig and play.
Garden. I dig and
Garden.
play. Whatever. I'm sure we talked about that not too long ago on another episode. Speaking of
Yeah, we did.
Speaking of holes, let's talk about Jessica and Juan.
She's my least favorite, this hole right here. This hole is my least favorite. If I hear her say David one more time,
His name is David. Call him
his
David.
name is fucking David. My head's gonna explode.
John and David.
David.
Stop it.
Please.
All right. Well, he's there. He's at the hotel. He has 3 kids now.
Fully. He just has 3 children. Also, they were on Love in Paradise.
Right. Yes. You know more
And-
about this than I do. Tell me.
Their dad is still in the picture and lives in their shithole neighborhood, their shit smelling neighborhood too.
Oh, okay. That's nice though.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying, so it's like he's still around.
Okay, good. Well, the boys are being crazy.
Yeah, their boys will be boys.
So his dad died when he was 8. And I don't
And
know.
then his life went to shit. Is
Well,
basically
whatever.
what he said.
Well, here's the thing. It's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it is. Oh no, your life is getting bad.
No, you're
right
actually
now.
going to live in it now.
This is the best thing that's going to happen to you this day because it's never
You're
gonna be
living in
this good
actual
again.
feces.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
terrible.
You're going to wish you were back in that hotel room.
Yes, you are. The hotel room is the best day you'll ever have there.
You started out on top, Juan.
Yeah, this is bad.
Well, they're also keeping the luggage rack in the room.
Mhm.
The luggage
Mhm.
cart. Just saying.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, there's like no privacy.
What did you thought that the kids were going to have a separate room?
Why didn't you get David to watch the other 2 kids? It's like, were you going to get the kids in a separate room? Who was going to be in charge?
But that's what I mean. Also, David just sleeps in bed with the both of them.
They just smush him to death.
I can't believe it.
They
Like,
roll the dice every night.
but that's okay. I know that people are like co-sleeping, blah, blah. I don't really know about that.
Okay, well,
This
I know
just
that
seems
it
like
can kill
a
your
lot.
baby.
No, I know.
No, I know. That's what I do know. I don't
It-
care if you do it because I don't really care about anyone's kids.
No, I know.
If you want to kill your own kids, like that's actually not my business.
It happened to Suzanne's neighbor.
Yeah, no, it's real.
Yeah,
Guys,
and it's
here's
like,
the thing. If you're co-sleeping with your kids,
yeah,
I don't care.
I don't care either.
But it is
You're
a
taking
very
a risk.
You're taking a risk. It's a risk that I'm letting you take because I don't care.
But the thing is, now that there's 2 adults, that's a bigger risk.
It's a
That
bigger
is a
smush.
big fucking smush right there.
Yeah, it's like eating crabs. You just crack them open.
It's like eating oysters, norovirus or not. It's a real gamble. It's a
Listen,
real
at the end
gamble.
of the day, everyone's gonna poop.
Everyone's gonna poop, yes. But I gotta
Oh,
tell you, this
God.
David kid is just so cute.
He's
I
very
love
cute.
him.
He's very cute. So also Juan said his first night was a fatherhood night. Guess what? You're gonna have a fatherhood life.
Mm-hmm. Also, he knew the kids already. She took them to Colombia to go visit him.
Yeah, of course. Because you remember he said that he spent like 1 minute with his kid,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
all of a sudden she's like, every time he's with the kids,
Yes,
and it's like,
yes.
wait, which one?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So they're going back to Wyoming.
Yes.
And she's like, okay, so far so good. And the kid in the backseat goes, so far it's so bad.
Then they play I Spy, and he's like, all we're finding is cows.
Well, first he says, oh my God, are those penguins? She's
'Cause
like,
this
no,
is the
literally
coldest
no.
place he's ever been.
He's like, literally no. He's
He
like, are you
thinks they're in
sure?
Alaska.
We're in Antarctica.
It is so cold there.
Okay. So they play the car game.
Mm-hmm.
I Spy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
There's cows. Lots
she
of
goes,
cows.
first one to see a cow. There's one. That was quick.
And he's like, I don't even think people live here.
Okay. So they get to the house. There's a sign in the garage that everyone in the neighborhood wrote.
I know.
"Welcome."
Wow. Because
He's like, wow, that was
they've
great.
never seen any ethnicity there.
Yeah. They're probably like, what does he do?
Yeah.
Is he going to make us tacos?
But that's what I'm saying. They've never seen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He said that there's motivational quotes all over the house.
Tracey, they're everywhere though. That's my nightmare. That is my nightmare. Not vomit bridge like that other, not Stevie. This is worse.
Okay. So she brings him into the basement.
But that's okay. Where's the rest of the house? There's no other rooms?
Okay. Do you think there was like a tornado and the rest of the house blew off?
Maybe something bad happened here.
There's no upstairs.
So there's only a living room and a kitchen upstairs. End of list.
Okay.
You go to the basement?
But there's no doors on any of the rooms. They're just in the mines.
Yeah. You're
just in the depths
shelter.
of hell. You're in tunnels.
That is so scary.
With no doors. He's like, so there's no bedroom door.
No.
Then she's like, this is the boys' room over yonder.
And there's 2 bathrooms. That's nice though, that everybody has a separate bathroom, but it's weird.
Well, everyone doesn't have a separate bathroom. There's one toilet.
Right, but I'm saying at least they have their own toilet. They don't have to share with the children down there.
But they have to share the shower with the children. Unless you want to shower in the living room.
Is there a bathroom upstairs?
Yes, there's a bathroom upstairs, but then you have to go upstairs.
No, but I'm asking, is there any other room in the house?
I don't know.
Yeah. Like, I want to know more about the upstairs.
He's like, there's no privacy. And she goes, you didn't have privacy on the cruise ship? Because I'm not on a cruise ship.
She's annoying.
The baby is screaming because it knows that it's about to be smushed to death.
Yes.
Because it knows it's going to be about to be cracked and buttered.
God, it's so true. She looks, I'm staring at her. I couldn't figure it out. She reminds me of Ariana Vanderpump Rules. I
could see that. Yes.
Yeah,
the bangs and the flip.
Yes.
The boys are screaming. The baby's screaming. And guess what? You're in the depths of hell.
Good luck.
You're in a mine. You have to stay in the basement because everything smells like poop.
Maybe that's why. This is it. I don't understand it. I wish that I knew more.
I'm glad I don't know more, but I do want to know.
We're going to learn. Apparently,
we're going to learn. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to learn right along with us. And if you want to talk about this podcast or just the show, go on Facebook and join our group, 90 Day Fiance Podcast Listeners. 90 Day, was it 90 Day Trash Talk?
90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I don't know. Just do it. It's like over there somewhere. TraceyCarnazzo.com. That's where everything you could find everything podcast related. My upcoming shows, yada, yada, yada. Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok and on YouTube. 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Noelle's at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't forget TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything podcast related, including our Patreon at patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast.
Sounds great.
I got to tell you, it sounds fine. It's not great. Just relax.
Sounds pretty good-ish.
TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com.